Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Sandustry, the game about processing endless piles of sand. I gotta be honest with you, I cannot stop thinking about this game. I spent like 10 hours playing it yesterday on like a different save, just trying to figure out how the game works, figure out the mechanics, figure out the logic behind everything, and I do have a lot of new knowledge today that I do kind of want to share with you. Now, a couple of things we want to do today is we want to get more sand because right now we are kind of low. We also want to kind of reorganize some things a little tiny bit because it is a bit messy in parts. So that's going to be our first order of business, and after that we're going to try and get infinite water because there is a way to actually get infinite water in this game. Water is supposed to be a finite resource in this demo. Well, it's not supposed to, but it currently is. But there is a way to actually use the power of steam to just create a little bit more. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's use our flamethrower here to burn the slag. Just keep it aflame, keep it burning. That seems fine. We also want to automate that as well, and we can, and we will at one point. I also kind of want to just move all my gold in here. Right now, all the gold, I have like 2 piles of gold, right? So I kind of want to change that. I want to get this gold in this spot instead. So let's go do that, shall we? We're gonna use our filter here. What we can do with a filter, actually have one already over here. We're gonna only allow gold to fall down. Now, the cool thing about the filters is they are, believe it or not, they're on conveyor belts. They actually drop stuff down. So if you pick up some gold here, if you drop it down here, it's gonna fall down, but it's also gonna move because, again, it is a conveyor belt as well as, you know, an actual filter. So I'm gonna get some blocks here to the side, just so we have a little like blocky area here, because I don't wanna I don't want the gold to fall down. Just want to make sure we have some stuff over here to block it, just in case we get a little bit too much stuff, a little protection area. And then I want to bring this gold over into this little pit here. That is kind of my plan. We're gonna also make it a tiny bit bigger, because why not? We can totally do that. We can remove this in here. We're gonna do a bit more filtering, allow gold again. Just do that, and we're gonna have a normal conveyor belt here, I think, just like on one tile, just so we can like start moving things around. And we're gonna get a collector in this whole area. I actually have water here. I didn't realize that. Let's actually drop all the water out. Yeah, we don't need water in here. That's why we have the filter now. It's gonna actually, the filter might let water through. Let me actually try that. I'm not sure. This is some. I guess I can't just pick up water like that, of course. We could just steam it, I guess, and see what happens. Do some steaming. It's gonna go over here. I mean, it's not actually gonna fall down here because water turns into steam at a very high height. So the odds of it falling down here are kind of low. It's falling. Okay, it is actually going in here. Okay, so that's not great because water is causing me some issues here. I don't want to have water there. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna break this block. Yeah, like this. It's gonna be our exit area, right? We're gonna get a filter that blocks gold. That allows it, it blocks gold now. That way, I think, water will actually fall out of it. Right? Water's gonna fall out of this. Okay, steam goes through it as well, which tells me if steam goes through it, water should go through it as well. So that way, if we get anything else, like any other random resource in here, it will actually fall out. Awesome, this seems great. We can also just have it through the entire thing. But I think water is our main culprit now. We can think about that later. While moving all of our gold, which would be a little bit problematic. I do like that the water is coming out right now. So we have this thing, this other massive pile of gold, which is great. We have also the petals here. How are we doing on the gold front here? There is a little tiny block of slag here that I don't like. It gets like stuck sometimes. It may be when it's saving. I'm not entirely sure. But we do want to find a way to like actually not have that fall down. We could adjust this a little bit just to give us, you know, the opportunity to not have it drop down. Yeah, I mean, it was only one tile. It's fine. It'll work out for now. So our gold is coming in here, right? I'm gonna keep this for the time being. We have a lot of gold falling down. I'm gonna keep this pit just for a second here while we get an actual conveyor belt running. We're gonna have one right here, but we're gonna keep it for the time being so everything like falls down in here. And then it's gonna just like drop down over here through like a pit, right? That's kind of the plan. Let me actually get the blocks. But we don't need the shovel, really. Yeah, who cares about the shovel? I'm gonna put this all the way down. And I want to keep some room, because we do want to enter here at one point. Also, this is where steam's going to come out. So we're going to have to find a way to, like, not have that go down. It'll be okay. It'll work out. So this is going to fall down, and then we can have, like, another little pit area here. We're going to use a filter as well, just to make things nice and neat, nice and organized. And then we don't need that much room here, I don't think. This is going to be more than enough for all the gold. Just like that. And then we're going to have a couple of these. Not the shakers. I keep confusing these two. Just have some of these. The throwers, my best friends, right? Yeah, just like that. Have two of these. We're going to have another wall right at the end here. Just like that. And we can have the actual conveyor belt start here. So this should throw all the gold into our main pile. It's going to go into the filter conveyor belt. And it's going to do some good things. It is a little bit messy. But honestly, what's a factor with a little bit of a mess, you know? You gotta have a bit of a mess at least. We'll actually do something like this real quick as well, just so we can unleash all the gold. Just remove this, and we'll open this up so the gold falls out. I don't want to do too much of it. Do it bit by bit, because I don't want it to fall down to the wrong side. There we go. That should be okay. It should all fall out. It's getting onto the thing. There's also some stuff falling up. Is that like steam? It looks like steam. No, I think it's just like the gold shuffling around. Yeah, it's gonna get like filtered here, and we actually can totally do this as well, because we don't need this room for anything. It's gonna be a little tunnel of gold. It's gonna get piled over here. And let's have this as well, just in case something clips. I don't think it will, but also it makes our things look a little bit more organized and neat. I'm kind of happy with that. So it's gonna go all the way here. We have almost all the gold. We do want to adjust the actual conveyor belt here for the area to be at the top. We can move these as well. Don't fall down. Oh, there's tons of water here as well, dude. Wait, what is this? Why is this? It was like yellow. Weird. We don't need any of these anymore, right? Yeah, we're good on that front. The gold is going up. It's getting sucked. It's flying. It's conveying. It's strolling. It's falling down onto my filter. Now, is this gonna move water? I'm not sure the water sinks all the way down. We'll figure it out. We're getting a lot of money now. I mean, we're just the money we had before. Not a big of a difference. But it is, you know, a thing. Let's have this, and let's have this. Did it the other way, and we'll also, like, block this off fully. Then we don't need any of these anymore. So now, the gold from this slag press is gonna fall down here. And we're gonna also block this off. Actually, let's leave it open so we can go there ourselves if needed. So we can have all these petals here. We'll work with those soon, don't worry. We have all the gold falling down here. There's not a lot of it, other than the first batch. That's fine. Let's go do some more burning here. We need to automate slag burning. Could use lava for that. That will be a process, though. And now, the cool thing about... What is this? Is this steam? What is this block? Why is it green if there's like gold in there? Gold. Okay, that's kind of weird, right? Collector. Pull that up. Why is it green gold? I'm kind of confused. The cool thing about this conveyor belt is that if the gold piles up all the way here, it's gonna keep on going and it's gonna like even out over time. So we have plenty of storage here for all the resources we need. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to do a quick little showcase of a water generator. That is very important. We're going to build a better one in a bit, but we do need more resources for that. More money and a fluxite. It's going to have to... The perfect one's going to have to wait. But we can build a quick example water generator here fairly easily. So we have... This is where the steam comes out. What we can do, real quick. We can do something like this. That's going to direct the steam where we want it to. And we can make it go up here. And we'll also do like a little jar here, right? A little goodie jar, a goodie hut over here. And let's also extend this a tiny bit more to the side, just so it goes wherever we want it to. So that way the steam's gonna go all the way up, and then any water is gonna fall down directly into this pit. It's gonna be perfect for us. It's gonna be lovely. Let's go fly up, make sure there's nothing above it. So what happens with water when you turn into the steam? It flies all the way up, and there is a certain spot. If you keep flying up, we're gonna reach the map limit. See, okay, this is the map. This is the height limit. We can go any higher. We can place blocks higher, but around like this area, is what I'm gonna call the rain line. So across the entire map, there's a big line over here. And when water goes into that area, which is like fairly big, even if you get water above it, it can still like turn into rain. When the water gets into this area, it becomes rain instantly. So we're gonna actually try showcasing that. We can actually try like walling it off real quick. Hold on, let's do this. Just like that. I don't know exactly where it is. It's a little bit above the flight limit. But now if you go down here, we can go into our big old water storage. We can burn some of this water here. And we do want to upgrade our water making tools for sure to make our life easier, but this is gonna do for the time being. So let's actually move all this water up here, and let's get a little bit more of it because we have this massive pit as well. And you might think, why do you need more water? You have like so much. I mean, there is a lot, but it is a finite resource on the map. Once you use up all the water, and you use it up a lot, whenever you make like wet sand, it removes water from the world. You don't want to run out, because if you run out of water, you're kind of bound, right? You can't do anything. So we want that not to happen. So we're gonna fly all the way up here and see the steam goes in a lovely little line, which is always great to see. We can also just like wall this off fully. We have a tunnel. So we have things that are a bit nicer. And you can see that the steam is just like flying over here. It's gonna stay as steam over time. Any like loose pellets of steam that are moving around will turn into water. It's a low chance, takes a while. It can happen. Now let's also do this. Just like this, so we have a little slide for all our lovely water bits. Go down. I know we don't need this, but I like having it look neat. Let's make sure it's like that. And now, if we remove like a tile here, okay, it's one block higher. It's still gonna stay as steam, but if we go even higher, hold on, you can see, there we go, there it is. There's the rain line. So it turns into rain immediately as soon as it touches it. Then it falls down all the way. That is the plan. That is the idea. So how do you use this to make more water, you might ask? Well, it's actually quite simple. Whenever steam turns to water, there is a little tiny chance that it actually multiplies. So you can think of each like water pixel as one unit of water. So this is a, I don't know, like how many do they have? It's like, is it, I think they're 4x4. I can't really tell. 4x4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have like 20 units times 4. We have 80 units. That doesn't sound right. 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Times, like I said, not 4, they're like 16, right? 20 times 16 is 320. So this is like 320 water, I think. Which is great. And you can tell that we have, if you look in here, it's the line is directly between the two blocks. I can place blocks above them. I cannot place blocks below them. So the line is directly between these two blocks, is what it is. So we can actually just wall this off a bit. Let's actually do it a bit differently. So you can tell this is exactly where the water line is, right? So we know we have the exact amount of water. If we burn this with a flamethrower, I'm gonna do it right now. Takes a while, but it turns all the water into steam and it flies all the way up. And the way we have this set up, it's all gonna land right into our bucket. Gonna let it land in their bucket, might take a little bit. Now, you can tell that we actually have more water than before. Because previously, you might remember, it was like right on this line between the two tiles that I'm like pointing at with my gun right now, right? Right on this line. Now it's a little bit higher. Let's try doing it again. It's not guaranteed to work always, but it does work. And this is how you can get more water. And it's something we're gonna use because we do want to have water available. And it's something we should like set up early, just in case you don't run out fully. There we go. It's getting quite lovely. We actually got like a full tile already, so I'm not unhappy. It's very slow. There are much faster ways of doing it, and we're gonna use those ways soon once we unlock all the technology, once we get enough gold, which is gonna happen in this video. Don't worry. But we do need to just like show this off. And yeah, we got like a full tile almost of water, you know, full four blocks, which is great. Let's do like one more time. It'll fly up, and then what we can do to be happy is we can do something like this. We can say, hey, let's have a water bucket for extra. You know, this is our extra water. It goes here. And say, hey, everything that's like above like this line, Just flow in here, dude. Just be there. We can also do a little arrow spout thing just to like direct things fully on the right side. So this, let's actually just drain this fully so we have nothing. So this is the water we start with. It's like fully aligned on the line. Then we're gonna burn it. Let's actually put it over here. Turn it all into steam. And then as it falls down, we should get a little bit of excess. Oh, it's actually going on the other side as well, so that's my bad. We got some here already. Because it seems to have flown out somehow. I don't know really how that happened, but... Oh, I know what happened. It went over here, right? It went... Hold on, let's just block it off like this. Yeah, let's block it off like this so it doesn't actually... We want this to be a spot. We don't want steam getting out. So now we actually lost a bit of water back in here. I like being above it. I'm not sure if the location matters. I feel like being above it makes the most water. I'm not sure if that's the case. Oh, it fell down here, dude. We lost some water. It's not great. Hold on. Do it like this. There we go. Oh, we lost water. Okay, no, it's more of incoming. We're incoming. I think we're good. I think we're good. Also, if you leave the water running around on the surface like this, after a few minutes, it will disappear. Make sure to not to do that. Okay, we got 2 piles of water. The problem with this is we gotta get like a lot more, because just having 2 is not enough. Because again, these will disappear. They're on their own. We gotta keep burning these and getting more water. That's why there's a more efficient way, which we'll use soon. Yeah, all of this stuff disappeared and we lost more water. Okay, rain coming down. Give me some good stuff here, please. But 3 pellets. You know, it's whatever, dude. Just block it off like this. Just give us a higher chance of them aligning. I think it is 4 blocks. Maybe it's 5. Hard to tell. I could pause and double check, but whatevs. And I also feel like this might be just... I did a lot of testing on this. I feel like it works fine for a bit and then it like stops. I'm not sure if it's either like the in-game time or if there's like a cooldown of some kind on it. But you might notice, like when we started doing this, it was great. We were getting a lot of water. And now all of a sudden we're not getting as much with the flamethrower. So I'm not really quite sure if it's like a thing on a cooldown or if you gotta do it at a certain time of day or whatever. Okay, we got some water here. Do like one more flaming and I'm gonna leave some organizing. But yeah, that's how you can get a little bit more water. Not ideal. This is not a good setup, by the way. Don't copy this. Make your own. It's better. But we're gonna show a much better water engine in a little bit. Why is this not... Okay, it's all going up. It's great. If you have $5,000, love to see it. Next thing I want to do is we have all this sand here. The problem with my sand is we're getting a lot of nonsense in the lake. Right? We're using the lake to make wet sand, but we don't really wanna be doing that. So let's actually just destroy all of these. All of these can go. We'll leave this. Let's have you go up as well, like this. I'm gonna send up more sand, which is great. And then I kind of want to set up some kind of filter, right? That's kind of what I want to do. Let's have this all be on a road. And then we can have another area here. And we're gonna send all of this. You can keep going here, I think, all the way to the side. I'm gonna send you up yet again. Just like this, like 2 of them. And then we're gonna have a little storage area here. This, next to this thing, is gonna be our storage. We can do that. It's gonna be great. We don't need a lot of sand storage. We just need a little bit of it. And we're also gonna wall this off, because a closed system, I think, is gonna be more efficient. But then again, we can't really go around easily. We'll adjust it if needed, I think, as we go. So let's have this going here. We're gonna have everything going into this area. And then it's gonna go up again. Like this. And onto a conveyor belt. Right? That's the plan. And then the trick is... we're gonna have this go here. We actually don't need this at all. And we're gonna have all the nonsense filtered out. So we're gonna allow sand through. We also want to allow wet sand. Let's have allow sand. Sure. And then let's have another one. that allows wet sand. And then let's have one more that's just like sand. Just in case if things get bonky. And then that way we can also just send them back and just cycle them around. Yeah. And that way everything is gonna just like get stuck in here. So this is like not ideal because it's kind of a loop. But this will let's also like wall this off so it's like a closed system again. This is gonna let us like cycle all the resources that are good and bad for us. It's gonna maybe hopefully solve our problems. Let's actually give it a go right now. Let's get a little bit more sand in here. Actually, we have snow right here. Let's actually do this. Let's blow up the snow and see what happens to it. Sounds like a plan. And let's blow up this. Get some actual sand down there just to have a decent mix. Snow, the sand, everything around us. It's all falling down. I do want like mostly to be sand. Because this is a test. Also, we should get this flux site because it's right here. There's a ton of it just available for us. Looking beautiful. Gonna let us do some cool upgrades here for sure. Need to get the bazooka. Gonna make my life so much easier. Yeah, we're gonna just do like a rough cleanup here. I'm gonna leave some tiny blocks behind. We'll pick them up later. Once we have the bazooka, it's gonna be easier to like mine with that. Okay, I think blocks are getting up finally. Yeah, we have the sand, we have the snow flying around. Looking great. Let's actually get these to go to the right as well. I think it's time to like blow this up. Yeah, and let's have like two more. Like one more over here. It like goes up. We'll have this thing as well. Just adding options for us here. It's actually getting piled up, unfortunately. Ooh, okay, hold on. Right, because it's on the end. I mean, I like the throwers. I think they're the coolest item in the game. I think they're like sick. We'll use those. And now everything's gonna go up here. Let's see what happens. So all the snow, all the wet sand, it's gonna go up. Seems good. It's on the conveyor belt. It's like moving around. It's gonna go into this big old box. And everything's gonna get shuffled in there, is the idea. We might need more shufflers. But if everything works according to plan, the snow will stay inside. And I can go just come and burn it, right? Turn it back into water. Yeah, that could be the plan. There we go. We have some lovely things falling down. It's actually too close to the end here. Interesting. Okay. We could move the conveyor belts, but we could also just do this. Yeah, because this is like way cooler. I like throwing stuff into the pit. Yeah, everything is getting shuffled here. We have the wet sand falling down as well. And the sand is gonna get thrown back. Okay, it's still getting thrown back at the very start. So what we'll do instead is we'll have a conveyor belt here that goes all the way to the end. And we'll just extend this to the top. Okay, that didn't work out. We'll just add more conveyor belts here. Now it's gonna get to the top. It's gonna get shuffled around. It's gonna go fall all the way back in here. And I can just deal with it. We could also just like put it elsewhere. Problem is we have our gold here. The problem is like this big pillar. It's kind of like cutting our area in half. I wish I could like cross across here. I mean, I could with filters, I guess. I could have a filter here that like have like a junction that has a filter just for wet sand and everything else gets sent right. We could do that once we like clear this area. I think that sounds like a good idea. We could have like a big pit with like a bunch of nonsense. But right now, this is our big pit with nonsense. So, throwing everything up. Wet sand is going where it's supposed to be going. Everything's getting filtered down here. We have exclusively wet sand now, which is great. Because previously we had like a lot of nonsense. It's problematic. Also, I'm realizing if this gets empty, we're gonna have trouble again. So let's do another filter. So this is the filter from the mining, and this is the filter for just like wet sand and dry sand. What we'll do is let's go here. Kind of want to pause this for a sec. Let me think. Okay, we'll have a filter here. It's gonna allow only wet sand to fall through, like this. So this is gonna continue being the same thing. It's gonna keep getting spread out, and then it's gonna be like a fairly lengthy filter just in case. So we don't want things getting stuck. Make sure it goes all the way here, and then we can just lift things up. and just like send everything back. So if you're not wet sand, you're gonna fall back down. So if you get any dry sand in there by accident, which could happen, it's gonna send all the way back where it came from, to the cursed place. The pit of water, the pit of despair. I do want to try it out though. Let's see. We can put this in here real quick. That's just normal dry sand. It's flowing. It's going up. It is not falling through. Amazing. Okay, so it actually works. Is this too short? This might be too short. Let's actually change it. Good. We can go all the way up here. That area. And I kind of want to add like one more in here. Like one more grabber. Let's actually try that. It should fit, right? So this is gonna go all the way down. It can suck in more sand now. It's gonna be great. The problem is we don't actually have sand. So we need to fix that as well. Okay, we have a lot of money now. We have so much cash. Let's go spend some of it. What I want to do is I want to go into my research. I want to get guns. Because it unlocks the rocket launcher. And Guns 3 is not available in demo, but I do want to spend my money on it if I can. We have also a lot of other cool things, but right now I just want to get the rocket launcher. So I'm going to put that instead of, I don't know, number 6. Because we don't need the Slag press right now. So the rocket launcher launches a rocket. Rocket explodes, blows up a bunch of stuff. We can also break crackstone. This thing right here, which allows us to enter new areas. Ooh, look at all the sand. Oh, look at all the water. Again, plenty of water in the game, but it is finite. And we don't want to run out. Running out would be kind of bad. So, let's go back here. We have a couple of sand bits here. Lots of sand in that area as well. But I feel like we have a lot of unused potential here, right? Yeah. Look at all this sand. Look at all this nonsense here. Look how much stuff we have in this area. We want to get all of this. Also, a massive bit of water. And also a crackstone pit as well. We can use that. We want to just explore this area. As you can tell, the rocket launcher does make water. It does make steam, which is what we're going to use for our water generation in a little bit. We're going to upgrade it first, though. It's going to be more efficient than the flamethrower. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in there. Let's actually clear out all of these with my flamethrower. Uh-oh. My game just froze. The physics just stopped working. That is not a good thing. Thankfully, just saving a load in the game does seem to fix that problem. So that's exactly what I did. So I want to break down this ice. All of the ice has to go, and it's making snow, which is problematic. Can we blow up the snow with the rocket launcher? We should be able to, right? Because it... Oh, yeah, we can. We can break the ice. It's not very efficient. It is kind of hot. I think the flamethrower is like much better for it, though. But we'll break down this thing on the ceiling. Everything that we can get our hands on. Be broken. Because I want this to be like a clear path. It's going to be our new source of sand in here. So just do this area, you know, clear it all up. Use the flamethrower to clear up any straggling blocks that cannot be broken in another way. Okay, make sure we don't lose out on any room here. Get some rocket launchers in here, please. Just blow them up. Flamethrower them up if you can. Okay, we're getting a lovely clear area here. Still a couple of blocks causing us issues. It's hard for me to like tell what is snow, what is ice. They're all so tiny and so similar, dude. Okay, so we have a clear area here. Probably the conveyor belt. We can do also to break this. Because, yeah, just we want to have that out of the way. Oh, a couple more of them over here. So when I have a conveyor belt that goes through this area, I think. Let's do something like this. It can fit here perfectly, which is awesome. We can just do this all the way. And we do have our system here. The toss and turn system already going. We'll get one more over here. Just in case. It's backup all the way back. And this will be making wet sand, which is great. And then, we kind of want to clear out some of these. Yeah, there we go. Just so we get some of those going. And I want to keep extending this, actually. So what we'll do is we'll extend this all the way to the side. And we'll just reverse direction. And ideally, we want to break all these blocks with rockets or like whatever. And clear the sand. So we can finish off the conveyor belt. Just like that. And it's going to keep getting everything in. There's also some random like stuff here which we want to break. Just use the wet spores. They're gonna be a problem, but again, we do have a filter for all that nonsense. Should be fine. Keep going here. Get some rocket launcher action in. Oh, there's some steam stuck here, huh? You don't say. There we go. It's all filled up. And just keep blowing stuff up. Oh, there's a lot of goodies here. A lot of good stuff. Love this. Lots of dirt. We can just break all of this open. We should upgrade our rocket launcher, because it takes a while for it to fire right now. I think one of the things we're gonna do very soon. We need a little bit more fluxite, but thankfully there's some of it here. I think it's 1,000 for the upgrade. Hold on. We have 1,000. Awesome. And now, weapons, rocket launcher. We do want... it's 500. It's 1,000 for the warhead. Let's increase the ammo twice. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out just fine for us. Lots of stuff here as well. Lots of fluxite for our upgrade. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. But you know, there's a lot of it available. And actually, we don't need to have this all the way here, because that is a dead end. Actually, it's not. It is kind of a dead end. And do as much as we can here. Do all of these explosions. And then we don't need these two. And now, we can just keep exploding the ceiling. Lots of stuff here. Also blow up these things that are in our way. We actually have enough for one more upgrade. Let's go get the quick load system so it reloads a bit more quickly. Rocket launcher is so good. Such a great tool. We need a shovel who can just like blow stuff up. So much better. And if stuff is stuck somewhere, that's okay. We can fix that. It's now flowing. It's now flowing. It's now going. More fluxite for us. Always great to see that. All right. Yes. There's some explosions here as well. Oh, there's a little water vent here. So we can generate more rain from this pool in the bottom, but we don't need to do that. We can make infinite water. More fluxite. That's exactly what we needed. Beautiful. I do want to get the warheads. Make napalm. It's going to be great. It's going to be very important for us to make more water. Because as you might know, napalm is kind of hot. And steam, you get steam when you make things kind of hot. It's just basic physics. Easy, simple, totally doable. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of resources now, I think. I do a couple more explosions here. And we have, again, a bunch more sand at the bottom as well. So once we use up all of this nonsense, which we're kind of getting there slowly, we have a lot more at the bottom as well. Oh, fluxite, dude. Yes. Exactly what we wanted, exactly what we needed. Okay. Game saved, that's fine. More explosions here. Okay, this is like the ceiling dump, basically. All the sand has been eradicated. It's all gone. We don't need this conveyor belt anymore. What we'll do is just remove it. And then you might know we have a lot of stuff in here. Just do that instead. We cannot place this underwater, so we gotta do more throwers. Which we will. Like that, that's the wrong way. Goes on the right. Let's have this extended. Let's actually have a couple more of them. Over here. And then we'll have one more of these belts. And then it's very dark in here, but that's fine. I'm not afraid of the dark. A couple more of these. Just to like empty out this pit of despair. Get it all out of here. We don't need it. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of sand. Let's go take a look at our factory. How are we doing with our money, with our resources? I guess we still have some blocks here that we haven't fixed up. Let's actually get our rocket launcher out. We can just keep blowing stuff up as we walk around. Okay, lots of things here, lots of resources. System is struggling to get it all up because we do have only one thrower here. Which we can actually adjust right now. This is a good opportunity for that, I think. Let's have this over here. Let's have this over here. Now we have two throwers all of a sudden. Gonna double our throughput of sand. Okay, it's still doing the lovely jumps around, which I do like. Awesome to see that. And now we can take a peek over here. We have a lot of nonsense coming in. We have sand. And we have steam as well. Okay, interesting. It is dropping down as water. We have the spores. It's all cycling. There's not a lot of nonsense, thankfully. And we're only getting the good stuff in here, right? Yeah, no more silly snow, which we never liked. It was always awful. And I'll just fill this up fully, dude. I just want to have the entire floor covered up in throwers because they're so neat. So we're gonna get thrown into our main elevator. And now I'm thinking we need to get water. Gotta get a couple more water bits, dude. Okay, it's all going in here. Let me just double check our factory. How are we doing with that? Seems fine. One more thing we're gonna do here, actually. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna get a filter. And we're gonna allow only slag in here. What this is gonna do is if there's like a pileup in the middle, it's gonna even out, which is important for us. And do we want to get more slag up there? No, we have plenty of slag going, but the problem is it's not on fire. So let's actually do this. And this also, any burnt slag that like comes over here, if you like make some burnt slag along the way, any burnt slag that comes this way, it's gonna stay on the conveyor belt and go all the way to the right, giving it a higher chance of actually getting where it needs to be. Let's see. Man, we need to like get rid of all of this awful slag. We need to automate this as well. We need lava for that. That's gonna be a whole endeavor. Okay, lots of burnt slag. That'll make my life easier. We do have some nonsense that we don't like here, but that's fine. We can deal with that at a later point. It's all burning up. Everything is going over here. Why do I have this again? We don't need this. Also, this is a problem. Hold on. Let me rethink this. This is not good. We don't need this going down at all. We need this. That's all we need, right? And we need... Yeah, that's fine, because you need to slag falls down. Oh, there's some slag in here, dude. It's falling down. So we'll do... conveyor belt. Here. Again, the problem is we do have some unburned slag as well going down there. Let's go sort that out. So why is it coming through? It gets picked up, and then it doesn't get filtered out at a decent rate. Which is going to result in a blockade here, right? Let's see. Does it get blocked? Why is there water? Why is there water coming down all of a sudden? Where did that come from? Okay, there's some like normal slag. Yeah, getting stuck there. That's not good. We need to solve that. How do we solve that? How do we solve that? How do we solve that? Let me think. How do we solve that? How do we make it so because we have the filter. The problem is this is like just not long enough. Right? It falls down. I could just extend the length of the filter, maybe, and have like another one, like a temporary filter in the middle here. Let's actually do that. Give that a go real quick. I have a temporary filter. It's not gonna fall down here though. That will not achieve anything that I want. It's not gonna be good. So it actually has to go on the right, I think. Let's have a filter here. So allow block only burn slag. Right. And then let's get the thrower on the right. Okay. It's gonna fall down, but that's gonna get sorted soon, right? It'll be fine. We can also like block this off. It's piled off. And then we'll do block only burn slag. It's fine. And then what we'll do, you need to have one that allows only burn slag to fall through. So we'll have... I'm overthinking this very hard. So what I need to do, I need to have like an opposite thing as well, right? I need to have a belt that lets through only burn slag. That's what we actually need here, not this. This is actually wrong. We need a belt that only lets through burn slag, because that's in the end what needs to keep going. So we need to find a way to like drop down burn slag, and whatever like is not great just gets reshuffled. Let's actually do the exact same thing we did with the filter. Actually, let's just cut all of this. So let's have this allow only. Make sure we are in the right setting. Allow only burn slag. Only burn slag is gonna fall down, right? That's the plan. This is the wrong spot though. So only burn slag falls down here, right? Is the idea. And then everything else keeps on going. But we have to keep going right, because this goes up. So burn slag is getting cycled now, which is not what we want. We need to find a way to like throw this away somehow. It gotta like do a junction type thing, right? That's what I'm kind of thinking about right now. Actually, I think all we gotta do is just reverse this, right? Because we have this unburned slag at the end. So what we can do is you can just cancel this. And we can have this on the right. Like a filter that only lets through burn slag. like this. And then we need a tosser to the right, like a slight tosser. It tosses very much, okay. But don't let's burn slag through, which is kind of what we want. I know it's going down there right now, which is not ideal, but that's fine, because this is all like one area, right? Anyways, right? We just break down this wall, because that's like one collection zone anyways. Oh, we have a lot of stuff here. That's not great. So burn slag falls down, and then what we want to do is we want to have like, at the end here, we're going to have a thrower. Actually, it's going to be over here. That throws all the stuff to the side. And then we're going to have a filter of some kind. And then we're going to have a conveyor belt. Because we know, by this point, that anything that falls down through here... Actually, have a normal conveyor belt here. It's going to be burned slag, right? It's a very small area, which is kind of like not great. I don't like that much. Let me actually tweak this a bit. So we have like gold here, right? We can just do the size of this. This filter doesn't have to be that big, I don't think. I think it'll be fine. And then we can remove this and just tweak it a tiny bit. So it starts slower, right? So it starts over here. It's like that. Gonna fly all the way up now. So like this, right? And then we can remove this pillar in the middle. And this nonsense right here. That gives us like more room. Right? Because we could, all the gold's gonna be down here, basically. So that's kind of our new area to work with over here. So what we want to do instead, just cut this down. Let's have like a big old filter thing, as I was doing. So only allow slag through here. Sorry, only allow burn slag. That's the wrong thing. Allow burn slag down here. And that way we're going to separate slag and burn slag to 2 levels. So burn slag is going to be on the lower level. Is the plan. Burn slag goes down here. All the way to the edge. All the way to the edge. And then we have the burn slag being thrown up. I know it's not doing it right now, but that's okay. And then this thing is gonna keep on going on the normal conveyor belt. And we need to like separate this area somehow. Just like separate the zone. Yeah, just like that. And then we have a conveyor belt that goes here. So this is gonna be the burn slag zone right now. Now it's not it right at the second, but soon. I'll just go all the way here to the edge. Actually, let's just open it up for a sec so it can go out. And then over here, we're going to have a thrower that throws back everything, which is going to be unburned slag. And it gets filtered into like one small pile. I think by having like smaller piles, we can like control things more efficiently. I guess maybe 2 styles is going to be better. So we have more room. But that way, all the burnt slag is going to fall down. And all the unburned slag is going to go down here and back into our like soup, right? And then we can go down here. Let's just cancel all of this real quick, because we have a lot of nonsense that we don't need at the moment. Yeah, we have burnt slag falling down. We also have unburned slag falling down as well for some reason. But because we have a wall here. Hold on. Is this thing? Right, this is the problem. Because we need this and we need the wall. There's no clear separation of it right now. Like this. There we go. So now there's no way for anything except burnt slag to come in here. Let's just like break this open real quick so it all falls down. Okay, I think that's all burnt slag now. So now burnt slag is all gonna be on top. Also, let's do this real quick. Just to, like, change the materials. And now, unburned slag falls all the way down again. So this is a temporary solution until we get lava to like burn the slag manually. But right now, I don't want this to like be happening. So let's go get all this burnt slag out of this press manually. Because it failed, because there was a lot of nonsense on the floor. Just recycle it all back into our area. That seems great. And then we're gonna re-engage our tosser. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And this is gonna work just fine, I think. Beautiful. And then just to be super safe, I'm gonna add a filter. Allow only burn slag over here. And then everything else that like doesn't get let through is gonna be put into the pile of shame. What's the pile of shame? It's this thing right here. So everything else that's like garbage just gets stored for later, just in case. Let's also like wall this off so we know it's actually going the right way. So this now should work great. I think. I say. Hopefully. Maybe. We're just gonna burn some slag. Let's give it a go. We have our flamethrower, a thirsty flamethrower. That's the wrong thing. Hold on. Do some fire here. can burn this as well. Yeah, it's on the thing. Oh, of course, I put the conveyor belt. I didn't put the conveyor belt there. Silly me. There we go. That should work better now that we have an actual conveyor belt for the burnt slag. Yeah, we have this filter. It's not like there's definitely like a lot more elegant solutions, but I think the charm of a game like this is figuring out stuff on your own and like making some spaghetti. Everyone loves spaghetti, you know? Also, we don't need this anymore. And let's have like a tosser here, because I like tossing stuff, dude. But they call me the tosser. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is definitely... So this area is definitely only ever going to be burnt slag. There's no way around it. It's like a closed system now. It's gonna go here, gonna fall down, and again, same thing over here is gonna be burnt slag. Yeah, we got that taken care of. So we got the slag going, which is great. Still need lava. Sand is also looking fine. Oh, we don't have water. Okay, that's the problem. So we can actually tell quite easily. This is full of dry sand. Which means, hey, where the water at, dude? Where the water at? No water. We need to fix that. Let's go get the system. So we need to get napalm. The napalm upgrade. We don't need to get it, but it's gonna make our life so much easier. It's gonna let us get a lot more water. I will show you how to do it. And you can do some cool things. You can get a lot of water fairly easily. We don't want this, we just want to get some fluxite now. And there's a bunch of it. Actually, I know there's a bunch of it right next to us. Above here. So let's go get that instead. There's a cave to the right, which has a good amount. It might actually be enough to get the napalm. Okay, yeah, there's some steam coming out, which is fine. Go in here. How much fluxite is there in here? Okay, that's enough. There's even more down here, which is great. We can get it in a bit. But right now, I just want to get the napalm. So what the napalm does is when you hit a wall, it makes napalm, which burns fire. And also, it makes steam appear. And it also multiplies steam. So you will get more steam than you paid for. Problem with this is it will only break when you hit like a wall that's naturally in game. If you build your own wall, it will just go straight through it. And you cannot blow things up like that. So we need to actually utilize this mountain for our water factory. We'll just dismantle all of this because we don't need it anymore. Gotta go all the way. Just like that. Just cancel everything. Yeah, this sand, it needs work, dude. It does need work. All the way here. Get these out of the way. And there is a good spot. I think it's like right there. Right? So it's close to the top of the map. Also here as well. Actually, it's this spot right here. So this is close to the top of the map, which means the rain zone is right over here. And if we get this full of water, we just blow it up with napalm and get even more water out of it. So let's go try doing that. So how do we do that? By not doing that. By doing something like this. You can just wall this off real quick. Like that. We need to get water in here. Is the plan. Into this little area. We're gonna do that by using napalm. So it makes steam. It's gonna go up. And then it's gonna go and wall this off. And fill this up with water. It'll take a bit. But you can see we got like a lot more water than we paid for. Do it again here. Real quick. Actually, this is like blocked off, so it will not work. Gotta do it here. The way the napalm just falls down here. Making a bunch of steam. It's gonna give us some more rain. The problem is, right now, we just don't have enough of it to work with. So we'll do this real quick. And then we're gonna go down. And then we're gonna just do some exploding. In here. It doesn't really work well here. We gotta aim to the top. Because the napalm kind of disappears because it's too crowded. But it kind of works, right? It's kind of okay. We can use a flamethrower. Maybe a bit more efficient. Just to get the steam out. So we're getting the steam out right here. And then we're gonna create absurd amounts of water. And we're gonna try to unautomate the system. Well, we can't really automate it fully, but we can do a good job of it. We can try real hard. Oh, it's falling down here. It's okay, it's also falling into the main pit. Which is what matters most. So we want to fill this up all the way. We can also just like get pipes. Actually, that might be easier. That's gonna be easy. Let's actually just do that instead. We have pipes. We can afford them. We'll just do that. It's gonna be so much faster. Let's have this little bit here, because why not? And then we get our pipes and our pumps and our liquid vents. And I didn't get all of them. Pipe can go here. So let's go get. We need the pumps. Let's have some pumps in here. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems great. That seems nice. I mean, let's actually. Now, whatever, dude. It's fine. Oh god, didn't want that. No. Yeah, we'll get more water. Hold on. It'll work out, and then we'll get these pipes. I connect them all to pipes. Just get the pipe that goes all the way up. Pipes work they're very simple. There was a bug with them where they could like destroy water, but that has been fixed yesterday. So we are in a good spot. Have this go all the way up here, just like that, and then we'll just put this here and get a couple of these. This one's not doing anything. So now we're gonna just load this up with a bit of water, and that's all we really need. Yeah, it's done. Okay, awesome. Got a little bit of water. That's all we need. Now I'm gonna do a magic trick. We don't need any of these pipes. Get out of the way, dude. We're gonna use the power of napalm to turn this pool into endless water. So again, oh, we gotta like break a couple of these. We fire on the wall. It's gonna make napalm, which is gonna fall down and turn this into steam. Steam's gonna rise, and since we're very close to the top, it happens very quickly. It's gonna turn into rain and get us some water. We can just keep doing this. Just firing, making sure the napalm kind of like falls into here. If it touches water when it's like exploding, it can lose some efficiency, so you want to do like a bit of a delay, so it kind of like evens out. But you can see already we're getting water. Like we had barely any water. Now with the power of napalm, we have an actual pool. How cool is that? It's very cool. Quick heads up though, you can build higher. Do not, because if blocks or water go out of the map limit, and that can happen if you're reckless, it's gonna break your save and you're gonna be stuck. So don't do that. It could be a problem. Yeah, we're getting like it's so much better than the flamethrower, right? See how much water we have already? We started with nothing, and this is all what we have already. How cool is that? You know what we can do? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Fine. We can do like a little goodie jar here, right? Goodie hut. Like that. There we go. And it can be like our water storage. Just like that. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna have this entire wall be the water storage. Let's have it go like here, actually, because that touches it nicely. And this entire thing can just go away. I'm gonna fill this entire side of the mountain with water. And I'm gonna use that to fill up our lake. So, go here. Let's go break this block here. And go up very easily. Just stand here, no problem. And keep firing, and the water's gonna keep, you know, it's gonna keep getting rained on. It's gonna keep creating some water. We have this pool. I'm gonna keep firing the rockets. Getting some resources. And I want to make sure the napalm lands in the water. You can see it when there's like rain falling down. It kind of has trouble with that, but it's already like so much water here, dude. So much of it. Beautiful, just like that. Keep spamming this. And this is a good amount, you know? We can come back here later. Just like hold the mouse button for a few minutes. Get a bunch of water. We're gonna flow down. And we started with just like basically nothing. And now we have a big old pool of water here. How cool is that? It's very cool indeed. I'm also gonna delete these pipes. Because I don't need them. And we're gonna tweak this around a bit. We don't need any of these blocks either. We have the cave entrance ready. What I want to do is I want to build pipes again. Because I think they're kind of neat. Let's have a pipe here. And here. And then what we'll do is we'll get a vent. And we'll get one pump. There we go. So now it's going to be pumping up water. It's going to keep dripping it in here. We could also add more to speed things up. But I think one is, you know, no, let's get a couple more. Yeah, let's be tricky, dude. Let's be funky. Have a couple of them here. And then we'll get all the vents here. And I do want to have an equal amount, a fitting amount of these as well. So we have 5 down there. We're gonna have 6. Yes. 6 pumps. Gonna keep sucking in the water. Gonna keep dropping it down. It's gonna fill it up with wetness. We have more water, and we have that pool that's separate at the top. We can always go and create more water whenever needed. We have our garbage bin doing what it's supposed to be doing, collecting garbage. Love to see it. We have this cycle feature doing a good job as well. Oh, there's some dry sand coming through though. Why is there dry sand coming through? I don't like that. Why is there dry sand coming through? Why is there? It's falling out of this thing, isn't it? It is. It must be. Yes, we don't need this. Yeah. Again, make an isolated system. Now that dry sand is gonna cause us some trouble, but whatever. This is getting rattled for gold, which we like to see. Problem is we can't really walk through here. It's kind of annoying. Actually, you can see our gold thing in action as well. It's piled up here, but it's still moving and giving us more money, which is great. We have our systems doing the cycling here, and it's actually empty now. Oh my gosh! Why is it? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Hopefully, it's a good thing. A lot of sand as well. We need to like get that out of here somehow. We have the filter. So all the burn stuff is going here. Yeah, it's looking great, dude. Let me actually open this up real quick. We can fly through here. This is becoming a big pit. We'll make this a bit bigger actually. Lots of spores. We need to find a way to like use those. I mean, I know how to use those. We'll do that soon. Let's get a filter. No, we don't need a filter. This will be enough. This will be okay. This will work out for us. Yeah, we have all these dropping down fine. Nothing in the garbage bin. It's all good. We're getting gold. We're getting spores. We have so much money. We're killing it. We have infinite water as well. That is... It's so good. I love it. Yeah, this has been Sandustry. Let me know if you want to see more. I'm definitely going to be playing more. So, you know, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more awesome Sandustry content. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's been Twisted from HoneyBunnyGames. Now we'll see you next time.